Hello everybody, my name is Roman Rodriguez and I will be doing additional mathematics. This is the subject, and according to your textbook, today I will start with a new chapter, chapter 23, vectors. Okay, we'll try and cover all this in the first lesson. The basic concepts of vectors, that is equal vectors, negative vector, zero vector and scalar multiplication of vector. But before I start, let me just explain to you what is a vector. Okay? Now, you all know that the physical quantities are of two types, that is scalar and vector. Okay? Scalar quantities are those quantities which have magnitude and no direction. Whereas vector quantities have both magnitude as well as direction. Okay. Now I'll just give you an example of scalar quantity. Like for example, you have volume, speed, okay, mass, etc. And vector quantity, you have velocity, acceleration, force which acts on a particular direction. Okay. So displacement is a vector quantity, and distance is a scalar quantity. Okay. Now, what do you mean by magnitude? Magnitude is basically, like for example, you could say a unit with a number. Okay. Or sometimes it's just a number and no unit. But scalar quantity can be, say, like speed. Is defined as a distance covered by a body in a unit time. Okay, so let's say the speed is 30 kilometers per hour. Okay, but it does not tell you the direction. So that is a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. But when you compare it to velocity, velocity means speed in a particular direction. So when I say 20 kilometers per hour, A towards the direction of east. Now east is the direction mentioned over here. So in a particular direction, it is. And scalar quantity can be calculated by simple arithmetic mean of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Whereas vector, we apply trigonometry, geometry to solve such problems. Okay, so this is where it is. So here, let's start with equal vector, and you'll see that the direction is basically the arrowhead. Okay, like for example, let me just explain this to you. Now, the length of the line explains the magnitude, and the arrowhead indicates the direction. Like if I write 20 kilometers per hour, now you know that this is the magnitude. Okay, the speed is 20 kilometers per hour. But if I say 20 kilometers per hour towards the direction of east, okay, as you know, north, south, west and east. So this indicates the direction. Okay, the simple line indicates the magnitude, but when you have an arrow on it, okay, so that represents the direction. Like for example, equal vectors. Here I've indicated the arrowhead, so that means it is indicating in a particular direction. Like for example, PS and QR have the same direction. You can see the arrows pointing towards, let's say this is a slant, so it's between north and east, okay, northeast you could say. And this is pointing towards east, that is SR and PQ. Okay, you can see the direction indicator. So these two are, and this length, since it's a parallelogram, so you can say that this side PS is equals to QR and RS is equals to QT. So they are equal in direction and equal in length. Okay, so this is an example of equal vectors. So they are same direction and equal in length. Okay, so we can say PS is equals to PS is equals to QR, and similarly PS is equals to QR, and you have PQ equals to SR. Is that clear? So I hope equal vectors understood. Now let's move on to the negative vector. Negative vector, as you can see over here, PS and QR, their directions, the arrow is pointing towards opposite direction. This is going downward and this is going upward. So this is negative vector. So here you can also see that this arrowhead is moving towards the west, towards east, and this is moving towards west. Okay, and this you could say is moving downward like this way, and this is moving upward. So we can say that PQ is equal to SR, but in the opposite direction. You can see here PQ and RS are equal in length, but in opposite direction. So since the direction is opposite, so we write PQ equal to minus RS. Okay, PQ is equal to minus RS. Okay, here, or RS is equal to minus PQ. RS is equal to minus PQ, because the length is the same, magnitude is same magnitude, but the direction is opposite. So we represent that in the negative sign. So this is what negative vector is. Is that clear? I hope it's understood. In the same way, this PS is equal to minus RP. Okay? PS is equal to minus RP. We have it over here. Now, let's move on to zero vector. Zero vector means it has zero magnitude. Okay? Zero magnitude. You know, zero is what, like 20 kilometers per hour minus 20 kilometers per hour will give you 0 kilometers. Okay? So, and this is like, for example, and is represented a zero vector denoted by O or 0. A is a zero vector, so this is what is equal to. So 0 is 0. So you only minus it, A into A, like for example, P into P over here, Q, P, P, Q, Q, whatever it is, right? In the same point, okay? So it has zero magnitude. It is not moving anywhere. No, that's what it is. So it is 0. Let's go on to scalar multiplication of a vector. Now this is very, very important to understand. We have a triangle PQR, and let's say M is the midpoint of PQ and N is the midpoint of PR. Okay? This is the midpoint and this is the midpoint. And the direction are pointed QR and MN is in the same direction. It's along the same direction. Can you see the arrow? Okay, they're moving along the same arrow, the arrowhead. So M and N are midpoints of side PQ and PR, of triangle PQR. So what do you have? QR is equals to 2MN. This QR is equals to 2MN. Okay, twice, because the midpoint, M is the midpoint of PQ and N is the midpoint of RQ. So QR is equals to 2 times MN. Right? 2 times MN. Okay, twice of this will give you this QR. So QR, now here, as you can see, I have not indicated any line. So it's a magnitude basically we are talking about. Here it has direction. Q towards R. Q towards R. You can see the direction over here? Is equals to 2MN. 2MN. Okay. Now, MN is half of QR. If so, when you bring 2 on the other side, so obviously you get the value of MN. So QR upon 2, that will give you half QR. Okay. So MN is equals to half QR. Understood? Similarly, you have QR is equals to 2MN and RQ is equals to minus 2MN. So MN is equals to half QR. Now, this is very, very important to understand. We are talking about QR and MN, they're moving in the same direction. But what, instead of writing QR, I write RQ. Since I'm writing RQ, so that means this will be minus, okay? Minus, because the direction changes. So here, MN is equal to minus half RQ. Is that clear? Here you have MN is equal to half QR. Now instead of half QR, I'm changing this direct QR into RQ. Can you see RQ in this direction? So it will be negative, minus. So this is very, very important to understand what equal vector is, negative vector, and the scalar multiplication of vector. Okay? I will go a little slow with this topic because I've kept the addition and subtraction for the next lesson. Okay? So, and then unit vector. Now, if U is equal to 1, U is known as a unit vector. The unit vector is the direction given vector, that is A upon A, and then you have the magnitude. Okay. So, this is what unit vector is all about. So, I hope you have understood. And over here, let me just conclude this scalar multiplication of vector. Hence, B is equals to Ka. K can be greater than 0. That means like how we just found out over here, like 2. And if you are writing less than 0, minus 2, for example, over here like minus half or whatever. And here this is half plus half, that is greater than 0. So this is basically indicating the negative. So A and B are in opposite direction, as I said, negative, so it's in opposite direction, and this is towards the same direction. So I have equal vector, negative vector, and scalar multiplication of vectors understood to you all. In my next lesson, lesson 2, I'll be doing the addition of vector and subtraction of vector. Okay? Hope you have understood the concepts of vectors, and hope to see you in the next lesson. Thank you very much. Stay safe. God bless you all. Cheers.